Vanga is a woman with no eyes, but apparently an incredible ability to see into the future and quite accurately.
Yeah,
So-
she's made some eerie predictions. Is she better than Nostradamus?
I feel like that's hard to say because a lot of her predictions are really far in the
Yeah,
future,
that's true.
including when the world will end. So let's get into it.
Yeah, top 10 guys, get excited.
Yeah! The sky is falling and the world is ending. We've heard it all before, but this time it might just be true. Why? Because Baba Vanga said it. And considering that she accurately predicted the 2022 droughts and floods, the Twin Tower disaster, the Kersh disaster, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and the death of Indira Gandhi and her own death, I'm inclined to believe her. Right before she died, she made the prediction that the world would come to an end in the year 5079. Of course, this comes after the resolution of the world hunger crisis in 2025, something to immediately look forward to, and organ transplants that extend the average lifespan to at least 100 years old in the year 2046. Oh, and of course, communism's return in 2076. But it appears that even with time travel becoming a thing in the year 2304, the world's end is set in stone for the 6th millennia.
Baba Vanga also predicted that things would be getting pretty bad for Europe starting in 2024, mostly due to rises in terror attacks, leading to a change of power in Europe and eventually leading to many Europeans being displaced. I remember first bringing this up in a video months back, and it's actually kind of eerie talking about it now with the recent incidents in Moscow. Is it just a complete coincidence, or could it be connected? Share your thoughts down below as always. It is kind of creepy though that Baba Vanga even predicted there would be an attempt on the president of Russia's life in 2024, which is of course Vladimir Putin. Apparently the attacker will be someone from Russia though. Now this is yet to be seen, but if that does happen, I might start second guessing how I feel about this whole Baba Vanga having seen into the future thing.
Speaking of those attacks, James, Baba Vanga has predicted that many of them will actually end up utilizing biological weaponry, which is completely terrifying because biological weapons are generally airborne, meaning that you don't need to be caught in any kind of direct line of attack to be infected by them. All you really have to do is breathe in. Have you ever heard of anthrax, botulism, smallpox, the plague? Well, each and every one of those have been used as biological weapons in the past. And while the symptoms have varied, the results have remained the same. Mass death, caused by either poisoning or the rapid spread of disease. I really hope Baba got this one wrong, and most things on the list wrong, because I really don't feel like being scared of leaving my house again, due to fear of death by inhalation.
Alright, so these last couple points definitely play into her predictions of political upheaval said to soon start taking place. One of Baba Vanga's famous prophecies told of a, quote, strong dragon that will seize humanity. What is this dragon exactly? Well, many have interpreted this to mean China, that the nation's power will continue to strengthen on a global level, completely changing the power dynamics of the world. And will things go smoothly? I mean, probably not. The idea here is that there will be another world war before the dust settles and power has changed hands. And I don't know, I think this could easily just be paranoid fear-mongering, but it's not like war never happens either. So hold on to your butts, I guess.
Let's look on the bright side. An uprising of terror, biological weapons deployment, political upheaval, which obviously results in the inevitable economic crash. Did I say bright side? I meant to say we're screwed. As if the economy wasn't already far gone enough, Baba has predicted that things will only get worse as the year progresses onwards. Rising debts, mass inflation, heightened mortgages, and an increase in poverty are apparently all safe bets for our 2024 bingo cards, which makes sense, and I honestly don't actually think we needed Baba for this one. I mean, come on, there's like 5 major wars already going on, and a crap ton of international conflict and tension. I'm actually scared though about how this year is going to progress. I mean, we could be looking at lost access to credit, shutdown of banks, and demand for goods far outweighing our supply. I know this is extremist, but you know, that's what you're here for. And for those of you feeling really good about recently securing some appreciating investments, you'll probably be waiting just a bit longer than you expected on those returns, if they even come at all, that is.
Baba Vanga also predicted first contact with aliens very soon, possibly even in 2024. Now, and I know many claim that aliens already are among us. I can't say for certain, I've never seen an alien, but the prediction is really referring to alien contact being a globally recognized thing, like undeniable. Now, will this be good or bad? That remains to be seen, but we're definitely seeing an increase in UFO sightings and acknowledgements from the government that unidentified flying objects are a thing, so this one actually seems kinda likely. I, for one, very much hope that first contact with aliens happens. I'd really like having the option of just talking and conversing with something that isn't human for once, that can actually talk back. I mean, you talk to your pets all the time, right? Unless, of course, aliens turn out to be ill-intentioned, but, you know, plenty of ill-intentioned humans out there as well. I think if aliens did turn up, we'd be far too distracted dealing with them to be raging war on each other. It might still lead to the destruction of the entire human race if the aliens decided to attack, but at least we wouldn't be attacking each other for once, and that would be kind of nice.
Okay guys, this list has been kind of depressing so far. I mean, aliens are pretty cool, but one of the points literally outlined the possibility of falling into a Great Depression. But not all of Baba Vanga's predictions are bad. In fact, this one's pretty good. A cure for both cancer and Alzheimer's disease has been predicted by Baba Vanga. I'm really hoping this one is true and that most of the other ones aren't, because this would be an amazing medical advancement that, in my opinion, really should have and could have and probably did come sooner, but the pharmaceutical industry is kind of greedy. So, with that being said, these treatments will most likely be incredibly expensive, but I'm trying to stay positive. Earlier this year, the Russian government put out a statement saying, "We have come very close to the creation of so-called cancer vaccines and immunomodulatory medicines of a new generation." And they added, "I hope that they will be effectively used as methods of individual therapy." This is great news, but at the same time, considering the ongoing conflict, I wouldn't be holding my breath anytime too soon.
Next we have Baba Vanga's Mars prophecy. So, will the stuff we've listed so far wipe us out completely? Well, the 5079 thing seems like the real end, but most of the other stuff might just put us on the brink of destruction. Because further into the future, we may form a colony on Mars. This colony will grow to such power, though, that it may become a superpower of its own, demanding independence from Earth, leading to a conflict that will rage between 2170 to 2256. A very oddly specific prophecy, one that me and you will likely never actually get to see play out unless human life expectancy drastically improves over the coming decades. A cancer vaccine might help with that. I certainly hope humans will have gotten beyond petty squabbling by the time we've started building colonies on other planets, though, but unfortunately, I don't know, I wouldn't put it past us.
Cyber attacks are nothing new, but they might be getting a whole new meaning if Baba Vanga's prediction for an uprising in cyber criminality is true. Baba said that in 2024, not only would we be seeing an increase in common cyber attacks, such as phishing scams, ransomware, malware, and information stealing, but also an increase in some much more serious offenses as well. Baba predicted that the targets of these cyber attacks are going to get a lot more communal, with attackers going after communities and nations rather than the individual. She believes that the main targets will be power grids and water treatment plants, which of course lines up with all of the other predictions of chaos and terror, as these attacks would substantially increase threats to national security. Honestly, I feel like there's just no winning these days, unless of course you find yourself a plot of land in the middle of nowhere next to a source of fresh water, obviously. Oh, and get yourself equipped with an in-house distillation and irrigation system and solar panels, and you have to have a farm full of animals and crops to feed the animals and a whole bunch of other survival stuff. Am I saying we're screwed? Well, I'm not saying we're not.
And we're gonna finish off the list with a terrible global disease. The joy. Yeah, this would be my least favorite way for the world to end. At least with aliens and like war, you can see your attackers. Disease is so much more insidious. You can't actually see it coming. You can't fight it. Apparently, sometime this year, according to Baba Vanga anyway, Donald Trump is going to contract a terrible illness that will cause him brain trauma and deafness. Whether or not this is referring to the same illness that will sweep its way across the globe remains to be seen. All I do know is that if Trump starts complaining about not being able to hear Sleepy Joe, I'm just gathering up a bunch of canned food, I'm driving as far away as I can, and I'm digging an underground bunker to protect myself from this disease, whatever biological weapons are gonna unleash themselves on the planet, whatever alien species is coming to crash the party, or whatever powerful dragon country is gonna swoop across the earth to take it all over.
Come join the most amazing commune.
Yep. We'll definitely be making videos about that in the future.
Feel like
if
we're
this all
heading down the
happens.
path. I'm absolutely terrified.
And now you guys are too, but you clicked on it. You asked for this.
Yeah.
I am the reincarnated Baba Vanga,
I am James.
and we'll catch you in the next
Yes,
video.
we will.
I know we will. I don't know if anyone actually says "hold on to your butts," but in Jurassic Park, it's a line in there from what's his name? The actor. God damn it.
Guys, throw it in the comments.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah, you know, make it a thing. If it's not a thing, make it a thing.
A few moments later.
Samuel L. Jackson. I can't believe, how do you forget Samuel L. Jackson?